Brendan Roantree started making bubblegum in a small factory in Blanchardstown over 10 years ago. His company Zed Candy now manufacture in China and are one of the world's biggest bubblegum makers.
We make confectionery. We like to buy old brands of confectionery and turn them around, kind of shine them up and make them new.
Over the years, Brendan's company have bought 3 established sweet manufacturers facing financial difficulties. The most recent acquisition was Oatfield Sweets in County Donegal, manufacturers of some of Ireland's most famous traditional sweets.
For us it was an iconic brand. You've got Emerald Toffees and you've got Orange Chocolates and so forth, and Oatfield have been around since 1927. Unfortunately, in terms of just pack design and distribution and promotion, the brand had fallen into lapse, and we felt it was a great opportunity. So we put in a bid and we negotiated with the guys, and eventually we came to an agreement. It took a while. No matter what business you buy, people are a little bit uncertain. New management, what are they going to do? Is there going to be redundancies? Is there going to be change? How will that change impact on me? And for us, you know, we're used to that. It's expected, and quite often, you know, a business is failing or struggling because there is a need for change.
The first company that Zed Candy took over was a sweet factory in County Kildare, which was facing severe financial difficulty. In the end, the decision was made to transfer that operation to China.
Obviously, we had moved the factory in Kilcock to China, so the question was, would we be moving Oatfield to China? And we've no intention of doing that. You know, the Chinese model worked for a business that effectively is international. The bubblegum business for us, we sell in 40 countries, but Oatfield is an iconic Irish sweet in the form of Emerald or any of the other brands, and we have to manufacture them locally, and they don't compete internationally, so there's no justification or logic to moving them outside of this part of the world down to China or somewhere. Zhao Chenhao.
Very good.
In fact, doing business in China has proved to be a significant challenge for Brendan, who's worked there almost full-time for the last year.
From a cultural perspective, it's been very different operating in the West. Communication has been the biggest problem, I think, overall. If you spoke the language, I think I could get around a lot. But the fact that I'm always dealing through translators or people whose second language is English, it's very hard to get behind what their intention is, what their motivation is. It's very hard to connect, and that's the biggest difficulty altogether. Yeah.
The classic entrepreneur really does have a brain like a sponge in relation to ensuring that they maximise the knowledge and the information that they take in, but also that they are very effective in how they disseminate or deliver that information. Part of Brendan's ability is that he's a change master, or he's able to implement change, but most importantly, being able to bring the employees and the people who work in those businesses with you takes a very different type of leader.
I think you begin to understand business, and I suppose starting one business was one thing, and I think if I had stayed in that factory and I had grown, I wouldn't have learned very much. But the fact that we took over 3 businesses, 2 of them in particular needed strong rationalisation, reorganisation. That taught me a lot about what's possible, about what goes wrong with organisations, what needs to be changed, how to make them profitable. For us, we've learned a hell of a lot in reorganising the businesses and then taking them on and growing the business. And I suppose we're selling into 40 countries. We learned a lot about how business operates in different countries. So yeah, it's been a big learning curve.